Me and my girlfriend, she's brilliant. She works all the hours God sends. She works for the NHS. It's an amazing institution. And she has to live with me. It's a difficult life, right? And she was in our attic. Now, we've only recently bought the house. She found a suitcase in the attic. She sent me a text. What the fuck have you been doing in the attic? I was like, I haven't been in the attic. She was like, all right, then what's this? And it was a picture of a suitcase. So I sent her a text back. It's a suitcase. This is a very easy quiz. Yeah, I know. Even as I sent it, I could feel my thumb going, I don't know, Russ. Are you sure? She sent me pictures of the 3 things she found in this suitcase. It's not my suitcase. It belonged to the person we bought it of. I don't know what the fuck she thought I was doing. First thing, 4 tins of Heinz tomato baked beans. Number 2, an REM CD. And number 3, and probably most troubling, a very large black strap-on penis. We're all thinking the same thing. If you're English, you're thinking, thank Christ you've never been on cash in the attic. Is it a family heirloom? Fucking hope not, mate. That would explain why your eyes are crossed. But what does she think I've been doing up there? That's what puzzled me. Like, bye, see you at the hospital, looking after the people. And then running up to the attic like that, putting this strap-on on and just knocking beans on a table. Everybody hurts. Oh, it's so hard being famous. Shining, happy people knocking beans on the fucking table with my big old cock of doom. I'm swinging. It was the weirdest argument I've ever had. She's like, is that what you want to do? Do you want me to bum you in the attic? You're like, absolutely not! You could barely parallel park. But now I own a strappy. I can't get rid of it. I can't bury it. I've got a dog. Do you know what I did with it? I put it underneath my mum's sofa. I can't wait for bad news. Mum's like, oh my God, an earthquake! I need to dance to it. This draft excluder's got balls, Dave. I don't understand it, you know? I was chatting about gay marriage at this gig and I was getting, like, you've all heard those stereotypical heckles. They still exist. Gay marriage is not natural. You're like, neither's marriage. It's not natural. Don't sit in the animal kingdom. I've never seen a duck dressed as a vicar. I've never seen on an Attenborough nature documentary. Here we see the hippo. She's out and about on a bachelorette party. She's getting muffled in a dancer's oldest time. It's absurd. I don't understand it. What I don't understand more than anything is people who go out of their way searching to be annoyed, looking for bigotry. It's absurd, you know? Because we can make each other so happy. And I think we should have that on the end of the news, you know? Because that's what the world is. The world is woe and wonder. We have awful things happen, and there's little moments of beauty that make us glad to be alive, you know? I met a woman at a zoo recently. She was about 60. We should see this on the news. She was blind. She was at the zoo. And her family were like, are you having a good time, Mum? And she went, not really. I'm blind. You've brought me to a zoo. I fell in love with her. This is the sentence that got it. She went, it's just noises and smells. I love moments like that. I was on a plane recently. I heard a voice in the sky go, will you stop touching your willy? I thought it was God. I was like, you shouldn't have given me such a sweet one then. I looked around. There was a mum telling her son off. This kid was 4, grabbing himself. He said, will you stop touching your willy? The kid looked at his mum and went, oh, mummy. I love it. You can do with that level of wisdom. Mother, if you had one of these, you wouldn't leave the damn thing alone. You go blind. Yes, Mummy, then I'll have a dog and a willy. Here's a moment that should be on the end of the news. I was in Edinburgh the other day. I was walking along. This bloke leapt out. It may have been you. Are you from Edinburgh, madam? Good. I was walking along, and there was a bloke that leapt out from a hedge, and he went, "What? You all right?" And he went, "Yep." I said, "Can you do me a favour?" I said, "It depends, doesn't it? I mean, you were in a hedge a minute ago." This is what he said to me. He looked at me and went, "Please do me a favour, Ross, please do this. My son is a huge fan of yours. He's in a car just down there. You can please go up to that car, open the door, and scare him." You're like, "Fucking right, I will." In fact, I found this in my attic, mate. Which car is it? I'm going to melt his braces. We were giggling, me and this stranger. It was so lovely. This is what he said to me. He went, "You can't go big enough. Really go for it. You can't go big enough." What he should have said, "Don't go too big. My son is 8. I didn't know. Poor little kid. I thought it was just a little fella. I ran up. I opened the door. Fuck, man, I really went for it. I just went, "Ah!" The kid looked at me and went, "Fuck." His dad went, "Hey, who taught you to swear?" And the kid went, "Him." That's what we should have on the news. Because we can be so kind to each other, you know? And we have those moments, don't we, when the world is beautiful. Like, about a year before my nan and granddad died, we went to see Nan. She was in hospital, and everyone I loved went to see her. It was really beautiful. It was a surprise. And she was in the hospital bed like that. She went, "All right, Russ, how you doing?" I'm like, "I'm very well. How are you, Nan?" "I'm a bit poorly." And we were all kind of gathered around her. Everyone was there. My auntie Gary was there. She's my favourite auntie. She's called Auntie Gary because she self-injects Botox and she looks like the British paedophile Gary Glitter.
All right, guys, how you doing?
She can't show emotion. It's an absolute horror show. And we're all being very silly. It's the Howard way. We're taking a piss out of each other. My brother had a girlfriend at the time, and he was trying to be normal. He couldn't really do it. You should have seen him at Christmas. He's all right. Is everyone all right for drinks? You're like, "What the fuck is this?" Last year, you pissed in a glass and went, "Apple juice." He's destined to be a weird uncle, my brother. I love a weird uncle. They make Christmas so great. Mine is called Cuddly Barry, right? He came round at Christmas. Mum went,
"Oh, bloody Barry's coming, is he, the dirty shit? He'd shag anything that moves." I mean it. You watch the dogs, they freeze.
They did. They're like, "Shit, it's Barry." Don't move, seriously. "Oh no, can you smell gas?" That's what my brother's gonna be.